Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome everybody to the council meeting tonight. First of all, we need the approval of the July 10th, 2019 minutes.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Roll call vote. Matt?
Aye.
Ty?
Aye.
Vince?
Aye.
Walt?
Aye.
Kurt?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
The July 10th, 2019 minutes have been approved. Next, I need the approval of the July 17th, 2019 minutes.
So move.
Second.
Roll call vote. Scott?
Aye.
Kurt?
Aye.
Walt?
Aye.
Vince?
Abstain.
Ty?
Aye.
And Matt?
Abstain.
All right. July 17th, 2019 minutes have been approved. Okay, on to audience comments. First, I'd like to welcome United Way. So I'd like to step up for the photo. Introduce yourselves and
Okay, good evening. Hello, Mayor and council members.
you can just speak loudly.
My name is Jill Ruther. I'm with United Way here in Southeast Indiana. I am the Community and Relationship Associate. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak tonight. And first, we'd like to thank you for your generous contribution to last year's campaign. We appreciate it. And we are ramping up our 2019 campaign. So we are here tonight, again, to ask for your support. As on the donation request form, I don't know if you saw any of the monies that we received will help support our efforts right here locally in our community. And in Southeast Indiana, we support 15 partner agencies and numerous initiatives. And I submitted a list of those partner agencies and initiatives as well, and I have extra copies if anyone needs them for any reason. In 2018, through those partner agencies and initiatives, we were able to impact the lives of over 9,000 people right here in Southeast Indiana. And we did that in the critical areas of health, education, financial stability, and basic needs. And we believe by working and supporting in those areas, that's what will help us break the cycle of poverty, which is our ultimate goal. And also, we logged over 250 hours of volunteer time back into the community through our partner agencies and our initiatives and a community day of action that we hold where we bring the community together to work on a project that will in turn help the community. And aside from the very important work that we do in supporting our agencies and initiatives, at United Way, we also work to understand why services are needed and how else we can partner and collaborate and work together with other companies and organizations to just really make a meaningful and real impact on our community here. And with me tonight, I brought our longtime supporter and Action Council member, Mr. Jim Scott. So I think he wanted to say a little something.
Thanks, Jill. First, I was impressed how the room got so quiet just before 7 o'clock. So everyone's very, very aware. That reminded me of that 7 o'clock time check in the morning on WLW. Make sure you do it on time. I'm here to say thank you to this community for, well, first of all, I've lived out here for 42 years. So thanks for being here. There isn't a day where I don't drive into Greendale, stop at Greendale, go through Greendale, come back, watch the speed limit. I'm always aware when I go from Greendale to Lawrenceburg, sometimes the speed limit is just a little lower there, at least down near Seagrams. But I do like the community, and I know a lot of people here, a lot of neighbors living here these years. But your mayor, he showed up at our Action Council meeting a couple of years ago, in, very quietly introduces himself as the mayor of Greendale, and he wanted to help out. And I was so impressed with that. And since then, I've got to know him. We were at a meeting today, so this is not your first meeting of the day. We had what we don't call it the board of directors, because that's not what it is, but the action council. And the Greater Cincinnati United Way, Lawrenceburg, Greendale, basically these two counties of Dearborn and Ohio are important elements. I've lived here long enough to know that many times this part of the world, Greater Cincinnati, gets a bit ignored. You look at the front page of the Enquirer and they're talking about the tri-state, then they give stats for Ohio, and they give stats for Kentucky, and it's like, and so that's one of the things I tried to do on the radio as much as I could, raise the awareness of the importance of this community. But in northern Kentucky, there's an action council. The eastern region of United Way, Claremont County, Brown County, up near Middletown. So it's quite impactful for the entire tri-state. And I serve on the board of the United Way of Greater Cincinnati. In fact, I've been a volunteer for 50 years, which I can't quite believe. So this is my 50th year, ever since I was a big brother years ago, and then continue to serve. I've always felt like the United Way is one of the best bangs for your buck. They're very judicious with how they spend the money. The amount of money that's spent on overhead is extremely low. And they don't just fund an agency, they fund specific programs. And then they pay attention to those dollars and make sure everybody's doing it right, doing the, as the Salvation Army would say, doing the best work they can, doing the most good. So thank you for your generous support. I know it's like the law of economics. You have infinite demands and finite resources. Everyone has a good cause and asks for your dollars. So we hope you continue to contribute to us and help us. But mainly, thank you for Alan coming. And so you represent all these men and women that I see in this room. And I've been on the website lately learning more about Greendale, about the population, the breakdown. I know quite a bit more about the community just in the last few weeks when I've really dove into some of the stats. I know the people, now I know some of the stats behind it. So thank you very much. If you have any questions about how we do things and any of the challenges that face us, we're meeting them. We lost our leadership just recently. We hired a new executive director, a new CEO, and that did not pan out at all. And so all of a sudden, we didn't have anybody heading up the ship. But immediately, Ross Meyer jumped in as our acting CEO. He's done a good job. He's got a long time history there with United Way. We have two new chairs. A man and a woman came forward, so they're willing to do that. Archie Brown, you might know from First Financial. He was based in Indiana for the longest time. He heads up the entire campaign, and you're not going to meet a nicer, down-to-earth guy than Archie Brown. So it's fun to say hello, neighbors. Thank you very much for helping us as our communities unite.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Yep, thank you.
Do you have any questions, guys, for either one of those? The
What
people?
did we get last year?
We had 1,500 last year.
Go ahead, Doc. Yuck. Pretty much down this, take it down to. I can make a motion, we'll match last year's donation to $1,500.
I'll second that.
We have a roll call vote. Vince?
Aye.
Ty?
Aye.
Matt? Kurt?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Walt?
Aye.
All right. So,
Thank you very much.
15,
you.
same
I didn't
match?
really know the procedure. I didn't expect to get an answer tonight. You don't mess around. I did get to mention one person, and she really is the heart and soul of our organization. Jill Ruther is a new employee. She's been here about 2 months, right?
Yes.
Okay. Karen Snyder. I doubt anybody in this room hasn't met her. Karen Snyder, single mom, 2 boys, lives in Bright, and she has been the leader of our organization.
Does a fantastic job.
She's just a fantastic lady. She's, I don't know what she has for breakfast, but it keeps her going.
It's got full of energy.
You don't mind, I don't know what Joe's schedule is, but I'd like to stay and watch democracy here in action.
You're welcome to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good luck with that.
All right, we'll move on to Mr. Dennison, safety issues at Weaver Trailer Park. If you'd like to come up to the,
My name is Jerry Dennison, not Jerry.
let's see.
I think you spelled both names wrong there.
Okay.
Anyway,
We apologize.
say thank you, Mr. Byrne, Council, for speaking here my gripes. I think there has been improvements up there. The only real gripe I got, you asked me to be patient with me, what?
Mhm.
In 90 days, sir. I have seen no improvement coming out of our street on the Bellevue up there. I mean, none at all. And then when I went by the other day, here by the graveyard in the fire department, I seen them boys up there with a chainsaw cutting that brush. That's not near an accident like where we live. I've been over this with you 3 times. I've waited 90 days. You know I did.
Well, yes, sir, you're correct. And
Now, this gentleman back here stopped my house. Asked me, what would it take to satisfy me? It's just not satisfying me and everybody in that trailer court. Some of your families might shop at Walgreens. They might shop at Maristop. I think you'd feel pretty bad if one of them got hit like my wife did. I hope it never happens, please. But, that's an issue I think you really ought to take a lot of attention to. Now, as far as the dumpster, I believe they're emptying it 3 times a week, which is great. And as far as him cutting the tree up there, it took every bit of like 20 minutes. They got one tree limb down, about that big. They cut a couple sticker bushes down. So all you have to do is go up and look. And I'll admit, he did something to talk to me. And I told him from one end to the other, like the state did, when I went to the state, had him to do it, what, 7, 8 years ago? And then I believe you all hired a subcontractor. They did the same thing. I don't care what you do on your power lines up there. I just cut the brush over the guardrail so people can see. Plus, you went to yellow. I believe that was you.
yeah, about the van.
He has moved them back, which helped a lot.
Yeah, we had the police, I stopped and talked to Dwayne, and he had a police officer go over and talk to them about moving those vans
Where
off
you
of
come
that.
out of
Well, that was good. I
Walgreens to
appreciate
go
it.
up the hill on Bellevue.
But he has moved them back.
How you look at it?
Youngsters look
It is a
good.
hell of a turn. It's horrible.
But I still believe
Yeah.
that limbs need to be addressed. And the issue of getting out of there on the Bellevue. I had 2 people, you can call this hearsay if you want to, but I talked to them. One that works at Maristop, a woman, just about got smashed up. I was in Walgreens the other day, and a woman in there just about got hit. I just overheard the conversation.
Jay, we had that one company go in there and clear out a bunch of that brush on the sight line. And,
Just recently? Just
Yeah.
since this conversation?
yeah. And so we'll take a look at that and see if we can get that cut back a little more. But we did take, what, about 20 feet back out of that?
Probably more than that, I would think.
Yeah,
I'll
'Cause
take
they were out there all
get a
day.
measuring tape.
they were out there all day working on that. And,
I lived there 31 years, and there ain't 30 foot up there.
so, but we'll look at that. I've been to your house,
Yes, sir.
talked to you, and, I mean, we got 3 of the issues taken care of. 2 of the issues taken care of. We got the dumpster taken care of. That was an issue you had.
I'll agree with that 100%.
And we got the vans moved, those big vans that were parked up, we got that done. So we'll continue to work on getting that brush taken care of. I know the state's got a lot of work to do along those guardrails. So we'll be contacting the state about getting that taken care of, but,
Hey, I was gonna ask you a question before I leave. If the state can take and put a light up there by the movie theater from I-275 and 50, which is probably, what, a football field and a half, maybe? 400 yards? And nothing can be done about this? I mean, I know it's short from the light,
Right.
not a half.
yeah, there's plans on the table. See, that's state road right there, but there are plans on the table to do some big improvements into that area.
Yes, sir.
So, not soon enough, but working with NDOT, there are plans to put a new entryway into that whole area back there that's further up the road than where the Walgreens entry
Yes.
is there. That's a dangerous
Oh, it sure
spot.
is.
We've been talking to NDOT about that for, even before I became mayor.
It was
And,
probably started 6 years ago.
More than that, most
Yeah.
likely, and it's the lights, the intersections
Just the way it's set up and the
Yeah.
congestion that's in that area, it's impossible.
Yeah, they come off 275 like 60 miles.
They're flying.
I appreciate y'all listening to me, and thank you.
I stopped by your house yesterday and today and knocked on your door. Your radio was playing out on your deck, but,
I'd probably use a toy.
okay. I've been trying to keep you up to date on what we're doing there.
Dogs barking, I do sometimes there, but I couldn't get off the
Well,
toilet. Thank you.
we'll keep you posted on
Now,
that.
get the name spelled right. It's a G-A-R-Y-P-E-N-I-S-O-N.
Okay.
He said, I want to see me no more than I have to. Thank you.
Hey,
How's that for democracy?
yes.
They were very kind to him.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, there's issues over there, but, we're working on it.
Yeah.
All right, the golf cart issue folks aren't here, so we'll move on to Pregnancy Care Center, Southeastern Indiana. If you want to come up and
I know you guys have the sponsorship form, but I'm gonna give you some more information about our organization too. So these are the booklets that we use, that we got printed out, I think it was back in 2017. So the booklets are from 2017, but the papers that I printed out are updated from within the last year, so.
You sure? I'll pay half. Okay.
All right.
So again, the booklets are from 2017, but they're kind of something nicer to look at than what I printed out. And then the paper is more
Thank you.
updated.
You guys are good folks.
You look good.
So I don't know if you guys remember me from last year, but my name's Kayla Griffin. I'm the director for the Pregnancy Care Center. We are having our 30th anniversary, so our annual banquet is coming up in September. This is our biggest fundraiser of the year. It brings in over a third of our projected income. So the reason that I'm coming to you today is for sponsorship for our banquet, and then to help to cover the expenses for our banquet so that the night of the event, we're able to, all the money that we earn that night, we're able to put directly back into the organization. So as you can see from the booklet, I think if you go to page 4 or 5, this page, so in 2017, we provide almost 3,000 services and saw a little under 900 clients. And just within the last year, we had a little under 1,700 visits and then provided over 8,000 services. So everything is pretty much doubled, if not more, since 2017. So we serve 519 clients. If you look at the top of here, sorry. We serve 519 clients just within the last year right here in Southeast Indiana. About 43, I think it's 43 or 44% of those are 250 pregnant women, and also the men, the spouses of the pregnant women, we help them as well. So we just want to continue to be able to serve pregnant women and their spouses here within the community by providing material assistance. So if they are pregnant, we do give them free diapers, wipes, formula. We don't receive any state or government funding, so we run solely off donations of organizations, businesses, churches, things like that. So we just want to be able to continue to help women and men in our community and to support them and their children. And last year, I know the city of
Where's their
Greendale was a
center at?
sponsor, so
Where's
I
their
pushed back
center?
this year to see if you guys would like
Right
to
behind the
sponsor
old
again.
Arby's. Right behind the old,
I have to,
the new Wendy's.
on
On the hill behind.
there's some survey statistics. Could you, it says abortion minded, abortion vulnerable.
Yep.
What's abortion vulnerable?
So abortion vulnerable just means based upon their living situation that they could choose to dismiss the child based upon either their income or their living situation or possibly marriage situations, whatever that may be.
I'd like to ask one more question there. Can you tell me if you have an affiliation or what your relationship is with an organization called Heartbeat International?
Yeah, so we are actually affiliates with Heartbeat International. Heartbeat International helps support pregnancy care centers all throughout the world. So Heartbeat International is there to support us in whatever our needs are. So a lot of times they give us fundraising tips, a lot of times they give us ways that we can reach out to the community more, ways that we can help clients within our communities. So they're really there to just help support pregnancy care centers all across the world.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, yeah. We have a little problem tonight. We would like to be a, what was it?
Bronze
A
donor.
bronze sponsor,
Yeah.
but we only have $300 left. So I'm gonna make a motion that we donate the $300, and I think a few of us are gonna kick in the other 200 and make it a bronze. How's that sound?
That would be wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
So
you
I'll make that motion.
I'll second Vince's motion.
So the motion is for $300 from the city of Greendale, and there's 2 other donors that will make up the
Make up the difference.
Thank you guys very much.
So we had a first, we had a second, right? Okay, let's roll call vote. Kurt?
Aye.
Walt?
Aye.
Scott?
Nay.
Vince?
Aye.
Ty?
Aye.
And Matt?
Aye.
All right, so passed.
Thank you guys so much
Thank
for
you.
your
Thank you.
support.
Thank you. And you can stay for the rest of the meeting if you want, or you...
I'm gonna go home to my family.
That's good.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on to the clerk treasurer's report.
Obviously, you got the amended donation report, so we are now at the 2019 financial report on reconciled income. And the Riverwood summary revenue, of course, you saw my notation that, and I did remember this page, I don't know why I forgot. They don't account for admissions anymore, all the admissions taxes vote, so my budgeting would be void, non-void. But we are at $1.2 million, and, you know, we predicted, or we're at 1.271, and we only, you know, last year we only got 1.1, so we're over our budget. But the years are gone when we used to get 1.8. Anyway. The riverboat
Yeah.
is good, kind of the same. We got communication from the city where that. Then I sent you, a memo out, an email about, talking about work session for the 2020 budget. Monday, we're not 8/19, on Wednesday, 8/21. And Angie and I are under a deadline to get the information into the gateway software. So those are about the only 2 days that work over really for us.
How's
was gonna say, I can't be here Monday, I can be here Wednesday if that works for everybody else.
That works for me.
I can be here Wednesday, I can't be here Monday either.
Okay.
Is this gonna be like at 5 o'clock or after?
That's what I was just gonna say, that would be the next thing, what time?
The earlier the better for the neighbors.
So we're saying the 21st?
21st get at 5? I can do 5.
Can you do 5?
I can do
Can everybody do 5
I can do 5.
on the 21st?
Is that the Monday or Wednesday?
That's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I'm trying to figure out my schedule. Yep,
Yeah,
I'm fine, I'll work it out.
so we're the 21st, 5 o'clock.
Okay. And lastly, we did take the 2020 budgets that the department heads provided to us, their numbers. And we really weren't surprised, we were happy instead. We have, we've been fully funded and we have no cuts to be made. You know, the FIP, the safety FIP isn't a budget that they really look at. They don't really have too much to do with that. And as for the riverboat, we haven't gotten to a point yet where we've talked to Steve about the 2020 budgets and put it in format. So we'll have to just concentrate right now on the general fund and the safety.
Steve doesn't have any projects.
No.
next year.
I think that's the first time I ever heard you say that.
I know, I'm always shocked. You don't even know that. Angie's never shocked. But yeah, and then, you know, just reminders of that, you know, keep in mind that even though we are fully funded, 2/3 of the budget is personnel. So out of 5.1, 3.4. And out of the 5.1, I have to go back and check. I think she took her 535,000, was it the cap out of it. So, that's about it. 566.
Did we, is it because, did we submit a lower budget number than last year, or did
Last year-
revenues?
That's something I didn't want to discuss before we got to the work session. Last year, everybody should be thanking us and kissing us because their tax rate went down. This year, that will not be the case.
Say that again?
Their tax rate was lower last year.
Okay,
This year, it will not be. But the only, what I'm gonna say, new amounts that we put in there, honestly, are for accommodating, personnel. I mean, you have to go with that, so, I mean, we don't really go eyes on anything like that. We're pretty close.
Pretty tight.
Yeah. So. That's about it.
I mean-
Well, I mean, if they, I'll get out to them, we have to enter the line appropriations for every line, and we'll get those in Gateway, and then we'll go ahead and print them out for all the council, and then we'll have them delivered to you, so you have them to look at, to see where the money goes.
All right.
That's it.
Okay. Anything else, Joey? Nope.
All right.
All right, thank you. Any questions for Joey?
No.
All right, so we got a meeting on the 21st, Wednesday, 21st, 5 o'clock.
5 p.m.
All right.
we didn't ask you, can you make it?
Redevelopment report. Al's not available, so his report is in the, in your packet. So everything is, and as you notice down there by the cinemas, the intersection is going in. I think they're planning on what, November, December, should be all done.
Already done before, in November, early November, late October, they have to get the paving done, so they're going as fast as they can, and they're really moving along.
So
What's the
everything,
number on that, Steve? That's like 1.1 million?
1.3, I think is what it was.
Jeez.
and all
That's a
paid
lot of
for
money.
by NDOT, so that's good.
Yeah, we'll take that.
That's good. So if you have any questions on the executive director's report for the redevelopment, once again, Al, you know how to get a hold of him, email, call him up, set up an appointment, talk to him. All right, we'll move on to mayor's report. A few weeks ago, I had the I Wish 2019 event at the cabin for the youth. I had one meeting at 6 o'clock for ages 9 through 13, and then after that, I had another meeting, ages 14 through 18. And just to tell you, they had better ideas and dreams than last year when I had the event for the older people. So everything was written down of what they thought was good with great with Greendale and what they'd like to see. It's all on big sheets of paper in the conference room. So after the meeting, you feel free to go in and see what their dreams were. And one of the things I gave each one of the ones that came there was a little thing they can write their ideas on, little pamphlet. It's called the Greendale Dream Team. I wish 2019. So I had some extra ones for council members. If you wanna,
How many kids did you have?
there were 17 altogether, but I'll tell you what, they were good ideas. I gave each group a dilemma, you might say, that a mayor might have, and it went back to Halloween 2018, where we had the prediction was 2 inches of rain on trick-or-treat night. It had rained the whole week, all weekend. It was a mess, and a lot of places were canceling trick-or-treat till Friday. And I gave them the scenario that I had, and I said, what would you do? And both groups said, or all the groups that they broke into said, cancel it and move it to Friday. And I thought, wow, that's what we did, and so good. But I gave them that, and I gave them another scenario. The older group, I sent another scenario that we've had to face, and they came up with some good answers. I was really impressed with the participation of the young people in that, so it really gives you hope. So that was a good event, and I hope to have that again in 2020. Jay, your two children were there, and
I really enjoyed it.
Very good. So
I enjoyed all the raffles and all the cool school supplies and all that.
I went and bought
And
some.
they're not bashful either.
No.
I went and bought some school supplies because it was like the day before, 2 days before school started. Pencils and pens and some notebooks, and just raffled them off, and everybody won something. So it was really good. IMPA has asked me, Indiana Municipal Power Agency has asked me to do a presentation for them at the next board meeting about Greendale. So I'll be talking to at the next board meeting on the 23rd about Greendale. So that's a good thing. And I'm going to mention something. I'm not saying this because it's about me, but I think it's a good thing for Greendale. One of the goals I had as mayor is to try to put Greendale on the map. It was on the map, but let's just say put it on the map even more. Few meetings I went to Indianapolis, they'd say, "Where are you from, Mayor Weiss?" I said, "Greendale." "Oh, where's that at?" Well, I kind of thought, well, you know what, maybe in my time as mayor I can get people to realize where Greendale's at. So I got involved with the mayor's associations and mayor's stuff, and so this is a good thing for Greendale that I was elected to be the vice president Indiana Conference of Mayors for 2019 into 2020. And the way it's set up, whoever's vice president becomes president automatically the following year.
Wow.
I think it's the first time an independent has had any of those positions. But also I think for Indiana Conference of Mayors is a lot of mayors from big cities, and your Andersons and Kokomos and Noblesville and so forth. So I think it's nice that they finally recognize we little smaller cities, we're out there too, and we should have an input. And so, I'm proud of that. But then again, I think it's a much better deal for Greendale that that's happened. So
Kudos.
that's a good thing.
Good job.
Yes.
But it's a good thing for Greendale.
It's a good thing for everybody.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
So,
Good job.
so that's where I say I got to get my golf clubs out for the first time in 8 years, because the Indiana Conference of Mayors has a little golfing event in the middle of September, and I haven't golfed in 8 years, so I got to do a little practice. So
You may be in for a short
I don't wanna-
term then, is that what you're saying?
I don't want to embarrass Greendale. So anyway.
Doc, you're just your vice mayor, you may have to sit in for it.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, that's all I got on the mayor's report. Unfinished business, move that on to,
Community Crossings grant, they paid the last bit of base coat that needs to be done today on Parkside, the westbound lane. Hopefully Parkside side's gonna get back to normal here starting tomorrow. We still have to put the surface coat on, but a lot of the barricades and caution tape and stuff will be coming down. And I did submit, last Friday, to, it was probably 2 Fridays, coming up, for Ridge Avenue between Cook Avenue and State Road 1 for a community crossings grant. The total for the project was $814,393. Our portion of it would be $250,000, and the state would be $610,794. I believe the review process is going on as we speak. Probably hear something sometime in October if we are successful in the community crossings grant. So we'll see how it goes, but we did put in for another community crossings grant project.
Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Great.
Go ahead.
Okay. IDNR grant, the environmental portion of that has been completed. NDOT is, I think they've given the go-ahead to do the engineering design, so redevelopment is paying for that. So that'll be, the engineering portion will be, that's $20, isn't it?
That's $20.
No, rang twice, 40.
Doug?
So engineering part will be moving forward on that, and hopefully by spring of next year, summer next year, there'll be construction moving on the trail.
Good.
So, a new business. Jay?
Good evening, council.
Hey, Jay.
Good evening.
In the very last page there, your packet should have your code enforcement report. In there, you'll find we're still at 17 vacant addresses here in the city. Been holding steady there for the last few months. 528 left over. So, I think we can finally put this one to bed. Property owner, as you guys can read there, we asked him, gave him a deadline of August 1st to come into compliance on taking the plywood off the windows and getting the scaffolding removed for a safety issue, and then also finishing up the rest of the siding. He's complied with all that. He went over there, actually right out August 1st, took pictures, got new windows in, got the plywood off the house there, put new windows in, finished up the siding, broke down the scaffolding, and moved it to the backyard there. So it's got 2 sections in the back.
Yeah, Jay, good for him and good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I talked to a few of the neighbors around there, across the street, and next door, including Mrs. Riggs. She is definitely happy with the progress and
Should be.
thrilled that, things are moving along over there.
Good.
Good.
And that's all I got.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Jay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, city attorney report.
NDOT lease that was completed. The next thing on my list is ordinance 2019-18 titled ordinance amending chapter 150.02 in Greendale. Turn to that page, and then I'm going to read it. This is as a result of Senate Bill
say that our city manager would find someone, or?
I don't think it's ever happened since we've been here that we've ever had a
Yeah,
conflict.
in 18 years, I haven't seen one, and I guess it's unlikely they had, I guess, a conflict together, but I guess it could happen, but it's highly unlikely. Do you want to put some verbiage in there?
I can add that
Just some out, but,
someone's got to do it, so.
right.
Sure.
Put it in
In the
there.
event that the second person also has a conflict, we will find someone to do it.
Sounds good.
There you
Why
go.
why don't you put in there, in the event that any person after the second person, because what if the third person has a conflict?
Yeah.
So,
I will add language that, because you can always hire somebody else.
Independent.
Yeah. Okay, I will add that language, and then I will present that for second reading at the next meeting.
Okay.
So do you want this to be voted on, Anthony? Do you want this to be a motion to accept this, or just wait until?
Just do it next week.
Just wait. Okay, got it. Okay.
Next is ordinance 2019-19, ordinance enacting and adopting the supplement to the code of ordinances for the city of Greendale. We have updated the code book, which was last updated, I don't remember, 2012, the physical book. And so what we did is we took all of the ordinances that you passed in hard form. They were scanned to this company, American Legal Publishing. They sent Joey and Jay hard copies that are inserted into the book. And to do that, and to update it online, we need to pass this ordinance. It says that the city of Greendale, well, I'll just read it. It says that the S3 supplement to the Code of Ordinances of the city of Greendale as submitted by American Legal Publishing Corporation of Cincinnati, Ohio, and is attached here to be and the same is hereby adopted by reference as if set out in its entirety. Such supplement shall be deemed published as of the day of its adoption by the Common Council and Clerk Treasurer of the city of Greendale. Hereby authorized and ordered to insert such supplement into the copy of code of ordinances kept on file in the clerk's office. This ordinance shall, or is, take effect and be in full force from and after its date of passage. I would ask if the board would allow it to pass that tonight.
You need a motion?
They do it with unanimous.
To waive,
Yep.
if the board would allow it, you need further reading.
Okay. So moved.
I'll second that.
So this is to pass it on
With unanimous consent to waive further
Yeah.
readings.
Okay,
Yep.
So it was Vince and Matt Burton.
Yep.
okay.
Got it.
The roll call vote. Ty?
Aye.
Matt?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Kurt?
Aye.
Walt?
Aye.
And Vince.
Aye.
Now I need a motion to pass the ordinance 2019-19.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Right. Roll call vote. Walt?
Aye.
Vince?
Aye.
Ty?
Aye.
Matt?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Kurt?
Aye.
Done.
Who seconded the adoption?
So the code will be updated through 2017 online. I will work with Joey to order council updated books through that date. And then, yeah, so that's come together. And then we'll work on 2018 through the end of this year.
Thank you. Great.
And that's all I have.
All right. If there's nothing else, then I need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make that motion.
I need a second.
Second.
Go ahead.
All in favor to adjourn the meeting, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Meeting adjourned.